Hey guys, welcome to my new truck channel. So I thought I'd jump on here for my first video. Wanted to do a quick review of the Carli leveling kit for your Ram 2500 or 3500 with the traditional rear leaf spring instead of the air ride. So I thought I'd jump on here and kind of show you what it looks like. This is my 2022 2500 Limited Longhorn. This is what it looks like leveled out with the Carli kit. I think it looks pretty good. Measured all the way around. The front's about 1/4 of an inch low, give or take. And I got a tape measure with me so I can show you guys what it actually looks like. But I thought I'd do a walk around kind of on the outside. Show you guys what it looks like leveled out with the Carli kit. Get you a couple angles, kind of do a walk around for you. So here's up underneath, kind of try and get a good shot. See if you guys can see that okay enough. Kind of hard to show. Kind of get from underneath here for you. So full coil, full shock in the front, and then shocks, just the shocks in the rear. As you can see there, she's kind of hiding. There's that. So overall, thought I'd do a video, take you on a drive, tell you what I think about it if you guys are looking for it. Especially since I was kind of looking for a video like this for myself when I bought this kit. I didn't think I would spend this much money on a level. And here we are. So hopefully this helps you guys. And then also let me show you really quick, get the tape measure out here, since I did bring it out for a reason. So kind of going from the center there. It's about 43 3/4 in the front. Going from the center as well. It's just a little over 44. So you got about 1/2 inch of rake still on the truck. But when you look at it, it's just about perfect. So yep, let's go for a ride and I'll tell you what I think about it. All right guys, so a little bit about the ownership of this truck for myself. So I bought the truck brand new. I drove the truck for about 2,500 miles. And after 2,500 miles, I went ahead and put the Carli kit on, but I left the stock Firestone Transforce tires on here. And I waited about 1,000 miles till I put my Michelin Defender 295 65 20s. I'm sorry. And I kind of did that on purpose because I really wanted to feel the difference between stock suspension and Carli suspension, and then Carli suspension with the Firestone Transforce tires. I'm sorry, not Firestone Transforce, the Michelin Defenders. My bad. So I got feedback. You know, I was able to get feedback stock to Carli, and then Carli with Michelin. I kind of did that on purpose. So I've had the truck now. It's got just about 7,700 miles on it. So I've had the Carli kit on for about 5,200 miles or so. So hopefully I have a decent enough insight into if you're getting your money's worth out of this kit if you decide to buy it. So jump into the pros of this kit. Really two big things that stand out with this kit. One being body roll, two being big, deep bumps. So probably the best part about this kit is body roll. The body roll is probably maybe like 20 or 30% of what it used to be. Maybe that's exaggerating, I don't know, but it feels like that in the truck. The truck stays so much flatter. And it definitely rides firmer, but it stays so much flatter in the turns. And the big bumps, the big deep wallows and stuff like that, it soaks it up so much better. You can really feel this front suspension work, especially. The back, not so much, but the front takes it way better. So those are your two biggest things I noticed were those. And also another pro, if it makes a difference to you guys, is fuel economy. I did not notice any hit in fuel economy at all after I put this kit on. And I track my fuel economy. I've been tracking it since about like 2,000 miles. Recording, but I did some hand calculations as well before that. If anything, my fuel economy has continued to go up. Now that could just be the truck breaking in, of course, but highest I've seen with the kit with the bigger tires is 21.1, I believe. Hand calculated out with the like the 30 seconds way to the pump, double click, track the mileage, track the fuel, all that. So for me, fuel economy, I've had no effect. I know some people are worried about that when they level their truck. I read on a bunch of forums, it was pretty 50-50 if it did anything or if it didn't do anything. So that's my feedback with my truck, is that I have not had any fuel economy loss with this kit. Take it for what it is. Everybody's truck's different, where you live's different, whatever. So that's just my feedback. Now, talking about the cons, because obviously you change a truck, you're going to gain in some areas, compromise in the others. The biggest thing that I did not like, or that I don't like with this kit, is small bumps like potholes and big cracks, or like a joint, like a really rough joint in a freeway or going over a bridge. The truck tends to chatter quite a bit more, especially over like continuous potholes. You can feel it like the front recoiling pretty bad. I don't know if that's because it's a longer coil, so the coil's trying to dissipate a little bit of energy, or more energy because it's 2.5-3 inches longer, or what, but or it's the firmer ride with the shocks, because the shocks definitely made this truck ride a little firmer. Either way, it is more chattery on rough stuff like that. Bigger, deeper, harder bumps, truck does way better. Smaller, chatterier, pothole style stuff, the truck is actually a little bit worse. So that's my one big complaint. I guess it's not a big complaint, but my complaint. The other complaint is on the freeway. If you're on a concrete freeway and it's kind of wavy, or it's like blocked in sections and stuff, or older warped up concrete, the truck truck will actually start to like oscillate while like the front is hitting one bump, the back is recoiling from another. And this did not happen when it was stock. I've been driving the truck to and from work, for a while. And it's a good long drive for me. And there's always a couple spots now with the Carli kit where the truck starts to oscillate and you're kind of bouncing up and down in your seat a little bit. Whereas when it was stock, it did not have that oscillation issue on the freeway. So that's the one, or I should say, those are the two things I don't like about the Carli kit. Chatter on the small bumps, oscillations on the freeway when you hit those particular concrete sections. With asphalt freeways and stuff, asphalt paved stuff, never had an issue with any of that, so it's just the concrete stuff. But like I said, it did not happen when it was stock. So those are my two biggest complaints. Now, as far as my recommendations go for this kit, I highly recommend, if you're going to install this kit yourself, watch the CJC off-road video. They do an awesome job at going over the install. They've got all the torque numbers for you. It's a really nice detailed explanation, and I can put the link to that video in the comments section down below. They just do a really good job, and also their recommendations for the alignment. I did do their recommendations for that instead of having somebody align the truck, and I figured, well, if it doesn't work, I'll just take it somewhere anyway, but I'll try it out. The truck tracks significantly better now than it did when it was stock when I bought it. When it was stock, when I first bought it, the truck had a hard pull to the right on the freeway. Now it tracks straight as an arrow on the freeway. I had that hard left correction in there. It was kind of getting annoying, and I was a little annoyed by it because it was a brand new truck. I figured it should be pretty aligned, but all that alignment work I did, that CJC recommended, made this truck track like phenomenal. So I recommend, if you are going to put this kit on, do their installation instructions with the alignment. You're not going to be disappointed. It'll make it a lot easier. It's really in depth. Also, if you have an electric impact, highly recommend either getting one if you don't have one, or using it if you do have one. For the bolts that are torqued at like the 230, 255 pound-feet, they're kind of they kind of suck to get to a little bit, and you know, crawling under the truck, it's kind of a pain. If you don't have, you know, if you don't have something with that braking strength, like a good electric impact does. So that's another recommendation I've got. And then the last thing, if you have access to a car lift, I highly recommend putting the truck on the lift and then using floor jacks on the front axle and dropping the front axle down with the floor jacks while the truck is up on the car lift. That made this install really a piece of cake, because you can adjust the front axle however you need to. If you just put the truck on jack stands or whatever you try to do, and then raise and lower the front end, you know, it's just nice to be able to adjust the height of the truck and adjust the axle, how high up and down the axle is. So that's my 2 cents for recommendations. Kind of wrapping it up though. I don't want to make this too long. Overall, is it worth it? You know, that $1,200 for the kit, that's up to you if it is or not. I think it absolutely makes the truck ride better. The small negatives I have, they're kind of negligible when you really think about the overall benefit of this kit. It really does make the truck so much better. And this, like, the steering is that much better. You know, it really makes the steering almost feels totally different after this kit, just because the body roll is so much less. So that is really, really nice. I really appreciate the ride quality. And yeah, that's my 2 cents. Just a couple of negatives. Other than that, if you're gonna level your truck, you know, I don't think you can go wrong spending your money on this leveling kit. I personally don't have any experience with like hockey puck style kits. This is the first truck I've ever leveled. I got nothing but good things to say about it. So hopefully that helps you guys if you're looking for this Carli kit. You know, hopefully it gives you a little bit of insight at least into what you're getting into when you're spending your money on this. And yep, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be having more stuff coming out soon. I appreciate you watching. Take it easy.